Chair recognizes Representative Jasperse to present the bill.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker and members. House Bill 1060 is a cleanup bill, similar to those we've been doing every year or two to fix the issues that pop up in our laws that relates to weapons and carrying them in our state. The issues we address in this bill are first, when people move here to become a resident, they have a weapons license from their home state. It would give 90 days for them to get the Georgia license. Their license from their state will remain valid, but they must follow Georgia law. Second, we give directions for the probate judge to issue a replacement license when the status of a license holder changes due to marriage, address change, or personal reasons like that. We also address that Georgians, while hunting or fishing, may have a knife without a Georgia weapons carry license while hunting and fishing. In Section 3, we were asked to clarify something in House Bill 60, but what we mean by leased government property and private property, and we did. And the work we did in no way changes the policy that a government building screenings. It allows for screenings to prohibit weapons in any government building. This bill also allows us church to continue not to allow weapons or to allow them if they choose to. The change is if a Georgian enters by mistake or accident, they will now be asked to leave. And if not, then the statute takes in, they could be fined. This is really needed due to the tangled web of yes and no areas we have created with that bill. Next, we're ensuring that those who are trained to protect us, law enforcement, are not limited where they can carry their weapons either on or off duty. Section 4 specifically talking about school safety zones. Many folks have asked for safety information to be displayed by probate judges. In the bill, this allows probate judges to do so, and for the DNR to provide hunter safety contacts on their official website. We have those who have served in the federal law enforcement and are retired the ability to carry within our state with some very strict regulations and tight qualifications. And we address this very serious issue that our law enforcement officer having to walk to courthouses unarmed. Amongst those they're about to testify against. This is a tragedy waiting to happen, and we'll fix that. In Section 8, we'll address the ongoing concern by those who know this code section well. Someone with a serious prohibitor to obtain a license, like have used an insanity defense, they go on a GBI, FBI list, and they stay on that federal list, but for some reason, at some time back in Georgia, we voted to let them come off of that list after 5 years. Under this measure, these Georgians would now continue to stay on that prohibitors list. I want to thank Chairman Powell for recognizing this last year and making sure we corrected that issue this year. We've been working with the courts to clarify the procedure that would, just as in the federal law, allow those who have been on this list to allow for leave from disability. As they would in the federal code, they will have a remedy to get off that list. But until then, for the safety of us all, they'll stay on it. And lastly, a lot of people talk about training in this room. In my community, I have 4 guys, Bill Cagle, Alvin Stewart, and Bill Durrett. They train people every week, sometimes with the sheriff's department, sometimes not. And what this bill will do is protect those who train in the safe and proper handling of firearms from civil liability. Of course, Mr. Speaker, I'd be glad to answer any questions, but that's what House Bill 1060 does.
You have no questions.
Well, thank you. I ask for your favorable consideration on this public safety bill. Thank you.
Shall this bill now pass? All those in favor of the passage of House Bill 1060 will vote aye. Those opposed will vote no, and the clerk will unlock the machines. Have all members voted? Have all members voted? If so, The clerk will lock the machines on the passage of House Bill 1060. The ayes are 120, the nays are 52. This bill, having received the requisite constitutional majority, is therefore passed.